Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who are closed-minded, people who don't like asking questions, people who are sensitive, people who just fit in with everybody else. If you're popular, you shouldn't even watch my videos. Alright? I don't like most of you people. Okay? Alright? So I'm only gravitating towards the elite, the people who do understand me, the people who do have common sense, the people who know what I'm saying is alright. Okay? Alright? You fit in what the fuck I'm trying to say here. Tough love. That's who I am. Tough love. Old school style. OG. Original Gnosis. Not original gangster. Alright, because I know a lot of you guys, you people out there don't know what that means. But anyway, I hate gangsters, by the way. I always wanted to be the DC sniper, but that was taken away from me when I was younger, though. But that's another story for another time. But my final verdict on the Will and Chris Rock smack that was heard throughout the world. People are coming to me in my inbox, talking to me about this, make a video about this. I said, join my Patreon, then I'll make a fucking video about it. Damn. But I ain't gonna do shit for free. But I'll do one more. I'll do one more, okay, guys? And this will be it, okay? But as you should already know, to watch the video of Will Smith, emotional beta male simp, ultra beta male simp, smacking Chris Rock, okay? I don't think this shit would ever happen to Chris Tucker or any other nigga on the stage. But you gotta understand, Chris Rock is a very highly reflective individual, and you saw how he took that slap like a man. But he shouldn't have took it because, I would have deflected the shit because then he would have been like, I would have wondered what was his next swing was going to be about. Was it going to be his foot? Because it wasn't going to connect. I don't know how that's going to happen if you just... I think he would have been better off as a man if he just... and just started laughing. It's going to be all right, Will. Because he couldn't hit me. There would be nothing for him to hit me. Okay? Well, I was growing up in life, I always fought against like 3 to 4 people at a time. Okay? That's just me when I was a kid. But I just say that he took that for a reason because I believe... This video is going to be about karma of the Jezebel, Jada. Now, she got some alopecia shit. That's karma for your ass because Will Smith has a pure heart, working nothing but virgin energy, incel energy. That's Will Smith. And if a woman is ever listening to me about my videos here, I've already made a video about this Jezebel karma, witch karma curse. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of Jezebels has a lot of beta males that they're taking advantage of. And I say, hey, if the beta males want to be taken advantage of, so shall be it. But the problem is that the beta males are suffering. Okay, like Will Smith. Okay, he got caught up in the web. Okay, they have something like an open marriage, which is bullshit. Okay, isn't marriage supposed to be with your wives or your husbands and so forth away, or polygyny or polyandry? Okay, I'm like, open means somebody's not happy. Okay, somebody wants to explore and experiment. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, but to me as an alpha seeing that type of shit, what he did, I'm just like, that's preposterous, man. I just felt that. My final verdict is he's under the vampire spell of Jada. And she already cursed herself by talking to a pure-hearted individual who is an incel and a beta male at the same time. I watched Will Smith in his shows. And I've seen a lot of guys who do the same type of frequency of energy, that low form of energy. And I didn't like it because I'm like, damn, all these women are taking advantage of these men. I watched tons of soap operas. Fucking Passion, okay, General Hospital with my mother and my grandmother since I was raised around women. I was raised around them. And I asked questions. Why is these men getting taken advantage of? Why are these men so fucking dumb? Then I talked to some pimps and they said the same thing. They're Johns. They're tricks. They don't know what to do with that energy, that sexual energy. They don't know what to do with that anger. But the curse comes down to this. She lost her she got alopecia? That's motherfucking karma for your ass, bitch. I remember when they was at the red table and they was talking about how she was having these so-called entanglements, okay, or some sort of you know, vibe, okay, or some sort of attachment to some external force because they were. I don't think Will was ready for that shit. Okay, I don't think they started off in an open relationship. I don't think they did. I think he was shocked and surprised. She didn't want to break up with him, okay? But she wanted just to use him. She wanted to fill that hole, that gap that was empty because I heard her talk and I was like, oh, that's the sexual energy. She wanted to make sure that hole is filled up. And I saw plenty of pictures of Jada Pinkett, okay? That bitch is a man, okay? That man, she has man sexual energy. She's a nympho and shit. And of course, he can't fight, you know? Will Smith can't fight. You know, he's a beta male. That's all it is. I always been called beta male when I was a kid until I whipped a couple big dudes' ass. I didn't even know I had the skill. I just started fucking them up, and they are bigger than me. The only thing I just feel like, if you're shorter than a person, don't get grabbed, okay? Because they can't fight for shit. They can't punch or anything. Just don't let one of them haymakers hit you, but it's not going to connect. It's not going to really connect if you bob and weaving. That's why I feel that Mayweather should fight Mike Tyson. It's just that he just have to evade them punches. Pacquiao and fucking Mayweather, I see the shit. Just enough of them hits will knock him out. Okay, but anyway, even Muhammad Ali, they got knocked down a few times and shit by underbelt, okay? But no one's invincible, okay? And I'm not saying I'm invincible. But watch out for sucker punches, okay? I've been tried to be sucker punch and it didn't connect even though they caught me off guard. Isn't that some crazy? Maybe I got lucky, okay? But please understand this. Chris Rock stood there and took that shit like a man. That means he's gonna get karma. Will Smith is gonna get karma. He's gonna probably get booted off of the Oscars because of that shit. The police might be following, not Chris Rock, because he said he didn't want to file it. And I didn't hear a goddamn apology. Everybody said he apologized, but he wrote it down. So I read all of the posts that Will Smith wrote, and he apologized. He wrote it down. He didn't say it. I didn't see nowhere where Will Smith said, oh, I apologize to Chris. That was disrespectful. Then he had an after party too, man. And he was like banging to his own faggot ass music and some shit, summertime and shit. I used to listen to that shit too. But then I realized, I'm not a dancer. I just like the sound of it. It sounded good at that time. Back in the 80s into the 90s. Yeah, because I'm an old school, right? So I'm 47 this year, being a 48. And when I saw that smack, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I felt he should have just deflected it and said, oh. That would have been funny as hell. Sorry, Will, you know I'm a comedian. Yeah, you guys gotta lighten the motherfucker up. You gotta light the fuck up. People talk about me all the time. People talk about me all the time. You can write down anything you want in the comment section. If it's truly funny, then I'll let it post. Now, one guy was saying, you got a deer tickle. Yeah. You got to lighten up. I can't stand sensitive people. I can't stand the motherfuckers. They are the ones who cause the cancer culture. Sensitive, most of the time they're feminists. They don't know what to do with themselves. They can't take a joke. You can't crack a joke. And then you got the cancel culture going on to the products, to the things that we buy and sell. Like Aunt Jemima pancakes, Uncle Ben's rice, they removed their faces because it was just depicting them in a racist way. No, that's just sensitivity. I think they took it too far. But anyway, that's all I really gotta say. The final verdict for that is that they both cursed. First, he's cursed because he fell into her web, like David and Delilah in the Bible and shit. Lots of powerful kings is fallen because of the weakness of the pussy, the power of the pussy. Okay, that's all it is. He should have took that slap and put it on that guy. What was the guy's name? Angel? What was the rapper guy? The young buck that fucked her and gave her teabag and all this other bullshit, and she was being fucked a certain way. That's Jada Pinkett, man. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Will, if you hear this message, he ain't gonna never hear this message. You got to get rid of the bitch. You need more women in your life. You need to charge bitches to the game and let them pay you for your services. Travel overseas. Why are you down with used vaginas? That's the biggest simp of all. You don't deal with used vaginas. You charge used vaginas to the game. Because women do it all the time. Okay, women always go for the best for last, like Steve Urkel types. They always do that shit all the time. If a Steve Urkel got some money, she's on it. She's on the bag. She's on the bag. She don't care about that motherfucker. But I don't hate on women's hustle. That's what I'm saying. I just talk about it like it was real because that's what they told me. When a woman's running out her number, her clock is ticking because the only thing she got of value is her sexual energy. That's all she got until she aged. And I guarantee you guys to stop dating white women. Light-skinned women age too fast for me. I don't do light-skinned women. All right? And I get women hitting me up all the time from Russia. I don't do low-hanging fruit. Okay? I don't do low-hanging fruit. I'm just calling it like it is. They're low-hanging fruit. Women love black cocks, okay? So I don't know where y'all black guys getting this, oh, black women hate on black men. No, in public they'll hate because they want that money, dog. They want that money back. That's a political plot, just like Black Lives Matter. Everybody loves black cock. It's the dirtiest dick, but hey, you ain't gonna get that much money from it. That's what they told me. So I don't know where y'all just getting distracted, okay? What women say. You shouldn't even listen to women when they talk on the air. You can't do it. Now there's some guys out there who have done it, but there's a certain guard that women have up when they're talking to someone. If you're attracted enough, they tell you everything. You gotta be attractive enough. If you're a gay, homosexual, they tell you everything. I get all sorts of secrets from women I don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear that shit, man. So much experience, so little time. So many simps, so little time. Please, guys, stay away from these beta bitches. Start charging them to the game. If you need instructions on how to do it, I'm not Lucario or Tyreek Nasheed. I keep telling you that shit. I don't teach guys how to swoon to women, low-hanging fruit type women, when they are broke. I don't do that. Okay, I don't teach you how to be like this. I only teach you how to try to be funny and try to be simple. And try to be demanding on what you want. She don't want to listen. She's already to the streets. Let her waste her life away. Please, guys, don't be a victim to that shit. It's better to be alone than to deal with a female who's already been all around the world, okay, in 80 days, okay? You don't want to do that. But Will, he's going to get his karma anyway. If you smack a man like that, Chris Rock, it's coming. And no matter what Chris Rock does, he don't have to do shit. He said, Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. Do you know how many guys don't? We are already in the MGTOW Foundation. Now we on the brink of war because of fucking Russia. And the digital currency is coming. I keep up with the times. Trust me, I keep up with the times. The digital currency is coming. We're going to phase out the dollar and every other ruble, okay, or any type of currency that's still in the material form. It's going to be digitized because gold is only necessary for the so-called Anunnaki beings. If they come back here, I hope they don't come back because they was a very destructive Demi race. Zachariah Ascension, Donovan Van Nietzsche, okay, I forgot his name. Dan Van Dyke, okay, and David Icke. All right, you guys, that's all I really gotta say about the smack and shit. Please, don't be a blue pill. Always try to find somebody who can teach you and hold you by the ropes and pull your collar when you need, okay? I don't take back things I say unless I say it for entertainment purposes. And you can take this as a grain of salt. You don't have to take a grain of salt. I don't like sensitive people watching my videos. I ain't say nothing to break no policy. Yeah, I gotta get my ass up and pick up my daughters now. Y'all should make a video about it. About guys and their children, okay? Because a lot of times when I listen to guys, they don't have their children nowhere. They're just unworthy. They're not worthy enough for me to speak to. If you have no children, you have no videos that you travel, you got no porn, you ain't got no OnlyFans account, you don't got nothing, I really don't listen to you. And then when I try my best to seek out some pimps, these pimps sleep with their products, so they're really not a true pimp, okay? They're pimp simps. And I'm like, yo, why is he sleeping with his product? Okay, that's nasty. Okay, he's a low quality man. He's a womanizer. Okay, But if you want to fall for that low life of alphaness, that's up to you. I try to tell you guys to always charge something or have a trade. I teach something completely different, something completely unique. I even also teach women too as well. Okay, some shit that you never heard of before, because of my history. I was on MySpace and I got thousands of fucking followers and shit, but I don't have that page up no more. I wish I could find it though. But that's all I really wanted to say about Will smacking Chris. This karma coming, Will. Get ready for it. And your ass better start. You better not do that shit next time. You better go after the guy who fucked and gobbled your wife up. Okay, right? And filled her mouth full of nuts. Okay, because that's what you gotta do, Will. You gotta hold that emotion back and start cutting things. You don't want to be snapping. I'm just saying, do I have 100% control over my emotions? I think I do by 90%. Because I killed people in my past, okay? And then I'm like, people talk too much, so I kind of like go and see what they're about first. But since I got my daughters, I can't do too much now, okay? But I ain't killed nobody, okay? What do you think, okay? I think I have 90% control. I remember the last thing I did is somebody tried to make me snap. Because I'm like, I start thinking, my wheels start turning. I said, how can I get this motherfucker back, okay? Quiet motherfucker. So I sit back. Because this woman was like in a parking lot. I went downtown Pittsburgh, right? And then next thing you know, she just taking up two spaces. Me, when I get upset, most people can't fight me. I'd rather fight like 2 or 3 people, okay? And so I'm like, this woman got out with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend stood like 10 foot tall, and I'm not afraid of that type of shit. So I'm like, he's just sitting there like an idiot, and I was like, can you please move the car back, okay? And I'm like, you always start off nice, right? She was like, not moving. And I had an associate with me who was following me from off of fucking Facebook. And he was like, I was like, first of all, I was going to do something to her car. But then I know I'm being recorded. So the first thing is that I was going to wait till they leave and then wear a mask and then come back. But then I was like, nah. I'm just going to leave it alone. I just told her you can't drive. You're going to have a problem in the future with this. You better start learning how to back up. And I was hoping the guy would say something. Okay, because I'm a distance away. You got to watch them sucker punches and some. Them pussies always try to hit you from the side. And he didn't say nothing. I said, one day somebody will get you for that. You should back up. So I just basically walked away. I think, and he told me, you took care of that very well. He said to me, yeah, you did. I said, usually when I snap, it's like something I'm going after everybody. Children, dogs, okay? I'm going after something. But I won't get caught because I'm kind of schizo, okay, right? So I'm like, okay. So I had to control. I said, learn how to control that, okay? Focus, count to 3 first. I learned that from the internet somewhere. I don't know where, but it says count to 3 before you get angry, because I did some terrible things in my history, okay? And amazingly, of course, I didn't get caught. But back in those days, there was no cameras everywhere, sitting everywhere. I'm on the streets and shit, and stores and shit like that. But back in Brooklyn, okay, I just didn't want to do those things anymore because of my voices and shit, right? But please, guys, control your anger, control your emotions, or you can get got. You just got to be careful. Yeah, I also remember I was in the train station in Brooklyn, okay, just coming up on Ralph Avenue and shit. And this guy, I knew he had a gun, but he was a little short, little Neapolitan attitude and shit. He was tall, short and shit. And I knew he had a gun. And something told me, do not speak negative to this guy. I just said hello to your girl and shit. And he just started popping off at the mouth. And I'm like, okay, maybe something wrong with this dude. Because he knows I'm taller than him. And I know he can't beat me. So I'm like, I can sense that energy, that beta male energy. Betas can't fight. Most betas can't fight. They cannot, okay? And he could have shot me, though. But you gotta watch the short motherfuckers. The short motherfuckers carry guns because since they can't fight, they carry weapons. The biggest pussies carries guns. Uzis. I said, you don't need those things. Okay? We're not white, okay? This is not... You are black, okay? So what your gun is going to do to the foreign invaders? You're going to get killed. You got to wait for the white gorilla to stop them motherfuckers. They're the ones who got the guns that's protecting America's corporations and shit. You don't know what's going on. Okay, but your little pea shooters, okay, it's just going to be used locally. It's not going to be used internationally, okay? You don't have international weapons like white folks do. But that's another story for another day. Please, don't be like Will Smith and just walk up on somebody, because that could be your last. Okay, like Birdman said, put some respect on his name. I'm like, you know, you can't be getting emotional like that, man. You know how some people are. They don't know how to respect people. But other than that, that's all I really got to say about Will Smith. He got his karma coming. Jada already lost her fucking hair, okay, and his son is a faggot, okay. No. Well, that's true though, okay. A faggot is basically a man who loves men, okay, and that's another word for it, okay. But I might get this video pulled down though for saying that shit. But I don't know. Because I don't think they read the transcript and then they pick something out. I'm a comedian, okay, so I don't know why they would pick something out if I'm a comedian and shit. But other than that, that's all I really gotta say. I love you all, but I hate the many of you, okay, and I hope this video don't get pulled down because I'll just put it somewhere else on my Rumble or some shit. Peace.